I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian to Mars.
Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Relax.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we are rocking some Enchantress Omnath. It's basically a Bant enchantment decks, but we're playing Omnath because, well, you should be playing Omnath in this format. He's busted. And it's a Yorion deck. We're trying main deck confounding conundrums. We want to win these mirrors, and we have more counter magic than is normal. We've got Neutralize and Dispute. And then we've got a lot of good green and white cards. We've got Skyclave Apparition, Felidar Retreat, Elspeth Conquers Death. We're trying out some Calyx, Destiny's Hand. This is not a card that's really ever seen much play at all in Standard, but it seems like a really powerful card, at least one worth trying out. So I do only have 2 copies, but wanted to see how it fared. We've got a lot of enchantments. We're trying main deck Confounding Conundrum to win these mirrors. We've got Omen of the Sea, Omen of the Forge, because we have to play the red anyway for Omnath, and this is a good removal spell, especially when you're factoring in Yorion to blink it. Skyclave Apparition, I think, is really a really underplayed card in this format. I think it's quite good, and I'm interested to see how it fares against the format. And we've got some Citizen Champions here, which I really like. It's an engine card that's cheap, which there aren't that many of those in this format right now, at least. And it doesn't add a Bone Crusher Giant or Spikefield Pathway or whatever the Spikefield thing is, the 1 damage flip land. So that's strong. We also get our green 3-mana ramp in Omen of the Hunt, which can draw a card with Citizen. Works well with Omnath. We're playing the Bant mana is kind of weird, so we have a full 4 Evolving Wilds, 4 Fabled Passage. Want to make sure we can trigger our Omnaths, but also it's just kind of the best Bant duels. A lot of basics, 3 planes, I guess you don't really see them, but 3 planes, 4 islands, 4 forests. We've got a couple pathways that make white, because I was just not happy with the number of white sources. Low confidence that these are going to be good, but maybe they're really good and I need more. We'll find out as we play. Trying to Ameria's Call. This card really, really impressed me when we were testing before the set released, and it hasn't really found a good home yet, so I'm curious if maybe this can be it. Rocking Felidar Retreats. I think this card's very powerful. And, you know, mostly it's like a Bant enchantment control deck. In the sideboard, we got some tech. We got Drannith Magistrate, because I'm tired of people playing spells off Escape to the Wilds. I'm tired of them casting adventure creatures. None of that. We're going to turn off all these adventures. We're playing Drannith Magistrates. We got Negates, Bone Crusher Giants, and Shatters for aggro, and an additional Skyclave, because I am sick of getting clovered. I want that card exiled. So I'm going to have multiple ways to do it. That's kind of the plan. That's what we got. Let's see how this deck fares with some games. Oh, also... all right. Also want to give a shout out to my dude Witness. Hit me up on Twitter. We've been talking, working together a little bit. This is basically his deck. It started with a different version. We were kind of tuning it. But this looks really cool. I'm actually really excited to see how it goes. Oh, this is immediately one of those awkward hands. The mana just doesn't work in this hand. I think we need to go to 6. Alright, we got a Triome and a White Source. The mana works here. The question is, what are we bottoming? Probably want to bottom... Neutralize and Skyclave is not really a combo. I think I'm going to bottom the Skyclave. We might get punished for this, but I think that might be... Nah. That one's tough. That one is actually pretty hard. I'm going to bottom the Neutralize. We just can't cast it. The mana just actually doesn't work for that, so I think that's a fine one to ship for now. We can find more counterspells later if we need them with Omen. Low confidence on Balaged Recovery. It impressed me more than Turn Timber Symbiosis, but Given that this is an Elspeth Conquers Death deck, I would not be shocked if this should just be Turn Timber that helps me find Skyclave or Omnath. I could buy that. I did have Yorions in the deck before. It would be a good way to find Yorion. I don't have any in the list at the moment. I wanted to keep my enchantment count high for this Yorion here. So we'll see how that plays, but I think it's looking pretty good. Temple of Malady. Is this like a Sultai control deck? Ooh. Drawing basic planes wasn't something high on my list of things to do there, but it's fine. Maybe that just means this one's green and we're saving this. It also means I can cast this pretty easy if I need to. Okay, so this feels like the Sultai like escape deck. They don't have Uro anymore, obviously, but they're playing this Chain Web Arachneer to be better against rogues, and they had some other escape stuff like Brokos, which isn't really an escape card, but something you cast in your graveyard. They have a bunch of weird stuff, but Skyclave is actually kind of a good way to get around this, if we're being honest. Okay, I do like Fabled Passage. ECD I think will be good. Yeah, I'll take an ECD. These are both fine. So we've already got red and green. I think I'm supposed to put this on white and get blue. This Omen. I guess I could pass, but not a huge reason to. I'm just going to cast my Omen main phase. Get that F6 value. For those that don't know, F6 value just means you're not going to get priority because we don't need it. Not doing anything. But if they play like a good 4-drop next turn, we got ECD set up. It's ready to go. I could also Skyclave if we want to go that route. But we're getting kind of closer to playing this Amaria's Call, which is pretty nice. And also, Yorion's just really good if we put it in our hand. I mean, it scries 2, draws a card, and ramps us. Like, that's a very strong card. Okay, well, that's a great thing to ECD. I'll take it. Also, don't hate just Skyclaving here. Ooh. Huh. I think I am gonna Skyclave. It just blocks this and eats this. Not that they can't answer this. They almost certainly will be able to, but I think it's fine. I'm going to play this tapped. Just get that in play here. I can still go retreat plus passage next turn if I want to. Can ECD just as easily. Okay, they have a Heartless Act. I mean, that's good. Certainly good for them. Get a nice little 4/4 there. And I guess maybe I was supposed to ECD because now I won't necessarily have a target. So I guess I could buy that. Ooh, Neutralizes is very good, I think. Let's put this in our hand. Our life total's still okay. I guess I could have played Retreat, but I kind of want to leave up Neutralize this turn. And next turn I get to Yorion and blink both of these, which seems excellent. Just get some sweet value. I am taking a real amount of damage here, which is not great, but I'm still going to 8. I'm going to have a blocker next turn. And even if they kill it, I will have something to do. If I draw a land, I'm actually pretty tempted to just play Retreat. Okay. Not really a land. I guess I can still just play Retreat. Yeah, this seems fine to me. This does put me to 5, but I do think I want to shock. I will make a 2/2. And here I get the nice little bonus. If I want to, I can neutralize. And if I don't want to neutralize, I can Omen of the Hunt. Set up my Yorion even better for next turn. Get an extra trigger with Felidar. Okay, that resolves. I do wonder if I'm supposed to counter this. I think I'm not going to. I I think that's close, though. It is going to start to put me into a sketchy spot. But I want to protect against like another questing beast or a Brokos here. I guess they don't have it in their yard. They would kind of need it in their yard already. But I want to protect against some of this stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to get a blue here. Put the cat in front of the 4/4. Block here. I think omening there would have been fine. I think it was a fine place to go, but I think I'm still going to be in a pretty good spot here. Especially given that if this resolves, I can play Yorion with neutralized backup next turn, which would be insane. Alright, so this one I think is supposed to get green. We've already got a bunch of white. Yeah, I'm going to get green. Another 2/2. Ooh, champion's actually kind of insane. Sure, that looks like a good way to tap. So I do need this to resolve. If they've got like 2 mystical disputes or something, I mean, we're kind of out of luck, but here we are. Blinking Retreat doesn't do all that much. I also have to counter a kill spell because obviously if they kill this, they can just attack, which would be pretty unlucky, but let's get another green. Another 2/2. I guess I already have like 4 whites, or no, I got 4 green sources, 3 blue. I guess I'll get a blue. And I still think 2/2s are better. Do I want any of this? What's in my graveyard? Skyclave was actually not terrible. I still don't really think I want Balaged. I've got ECD already. I think I can actually just bottom this too. Although hitting a land drop next turn is actually kind of good. Yeah, I guess I'll keep that. I really don't mind hitting a land drop because I have retreat. Alright, if opponent had no plays end of turn, I'm pretty hopeful. Alright, I mean, yeah, they might have like a mystical dispute here, but if they don't, we're in a really good spot. Oh my god, we got Jwari Disruption for lethal. Brutal. I guess I was supposed to just play the ECD? I don't know. It feels like that's a match we should have won. The opponent just like snuck through there at the end. Oh well. Skyclave is kind of awkward against Brazen. I guess I don't hate Shatters. They're like okay. I think I really just don't want to sideboard very much. I could cut some confounding conundrums. This does not feel like a deck. Yeah, you know what? I think we will go that route. This doesn't feel like a deck where that matters all that much, and I think I can just board in some Bone Crushers and be kind of happy. I guess I want a couple Negates too. Negate's pretty good. Alright. Nope, that's too many. Alright, we're ready to go. This hand looks good. This hand looks good. I think it's a keep. A little bit awkward, but Omen of the Hunt and Dispute play really well together, I think. So, happy to have that. Definitely want to get blue here. The question is what we're doing next turn. I would love to save this for retreat. Okay, now we actually can. So I do think I'm just going to play the forest, although I think it's pretty clear that this one's going to be white, this one's going to be red, this is saved for retreat. But we'll see. Oh man, we get a champion. Oh, that sounds awesome. Get to go champion and retreat. In for that. This thing's nice that it's resilient to the red removal, and once you get a counter on it, it's resilient to Heartless Act as well. I think this card's actually very well positioned. Ugh, that's bad though. That doesn't feel good at all. To be honest, maybe I was supposed to just Omen there. I can get it back, which is pretty good. I am just gonna get this in play now. Getting this card in play early is just so good. It just pumps out so much power. And yeah, they get to take one of my cards. I mean, Balagad here, losing Balagad stinks for sure, but it's fine. Alright, I'm taking Omen. Makes sense. I do think I'm going to get back my Champion, though. Champion plus Yorion just draws a lot of cards. Like, an aggressive number of cards. Is this a QB here? No, a Fae of Wishes. Interesting. Guess it's good to sneak that in under the dispute. They got a Wilt. Okay. Let's make it 2/2. I do want to get this back before my graveyard gets exiled. Don't want to tap like that, though. I would like the Citizen. Even though the Omen... I could buy an argument that Omen's better there. Still want to get the Citizen. I don't really have very much to do with it now, and this is probably going to get wilted. But that's fine. They should probably wilt now before... Yeah, okay. All right. I am going to make the extra 2/2. What color do I want double of? It's probably blue. Blue lets me cast Yorion plus neutralize if I draw it. Sure. I guess I already have double red. Duress. Yikes. You don't love to see that. Okay. Drawing an enchantment here would be excellent. Just get to go Citizen plus enchantment, be protected from... Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, Skyclave is also excellent. I don't really think I want this negate that badly. I'll take the Skyclave, even though I can't cast it yet. Perfect. I think I'm pretty unlikely to be able to cast this soon, so I'm gonna put that into play tapped. And I will attack. It's just 2 points of damage. Opponent's clearly trying to block with this. But I've got the Skyclave next turn for whatever they play. I can also put Yorion in my hand if I want to. Just keep the value train rolling with Citizen and Omen. Ooh, Garrick is kind of terrifying. Skyclave can just eat it, though. That's really nice. Got that Arachnid. Okay. Arachnided it up. Alright, so this is definitely a good plains. We are short on green still, but I think we'll be alright. I do think I'm supposed to hit Garrick. I would actually hit the 3/3 and attack Garrick if that were an option, but it can't hit non-token, or it can't hit tokens, so gotta just hit Garrick instead. And I'm gonna put Yorion in my hand. Attacks aren't great into a 3/3. I'm just gonna chill back. I can blink Skyclave. That's actually a real line. Give him a 4/4, but exile something else. I wouldn't exile what's on the board, but overall it's fine. And yeah, I mean, Citizen drew a card. They've had to deal with it twice. It's 2 for 1 so happy with the work that thing put in. Ooh, ECD. It's not great here. Okay, can we not tap like that? So the question is, would I rather them have a 4-4 or the chain web? I honestly think I'd rather them have the 4-4 because Yorion just kind of blanks it. I can also hit Fae, which I don't think is crazy. Although they would then probably... yeah, still no attacks. Get rid of this chain web. They would then probably just pick it up, which I guess would be fine by me. Okay, don't really want any of the lands. Bottom both of those. Looking for another engine piece. Okay, I mean, it's fine. It's the missing color we need for a lot of things here. ECD is pretty nice, though. I mean, we have some good stuff to get back. And that's actually not a bad thing. Like, they don't even really... I guess they can get back... I say it's a good thing to ECD. They could... I guess they can get back Elspeth's Nightmare? I don't even know if that's that good. Right? That's only creature cards. So they just, like, had actual no targets to minus on. This is not looking great there. Okay. Losing Yorion does stink. I'll say that much. I do think this is an easy trade of 2-2 for a 3-3. My life total is still high enough that I don't need to worry overly much about this. This 3-3 is going away. And they're mostly out of cards. Oh, that's a really nice draw. So I can leave up... Or I guess this is actually going to get white, I think, but it's going to do that after. I want to be able to cast this next turn, I think. And I'm not going to block with this one, so I'll ship it. I could see myself chumping here just because I have such a good turn coming next, but yeah, not super concerned with it. I think I can go to 7. Okay, that one's a little scary. I do think I'll counter it. Dispute's getting worse. Just get to use it. Pretty strong. Yeah, I think 8's okay. Okay, Mystical Dispute's not bad there either. Okay, can we not leave those up? And now I guess we have a free attack. These are still indestructible, but I think I'm just fine trading that off. I do get to see what I'm drawing before I bring something back, so that's interesting. Yeah, I'll trade off. Okay. Nothing... This isn't doing anything particularly scary. Alright, so drew not an enchantment, so I do think I'm supposed to Yorion. I will +1/+1. Blink out this and this. I do think I'm supposed to cycle. Probably do it like that. Okay, Omen's fine. Another Omen's not bad either. I definitely don't want another land. I mean, I'll take one if I like randomly draw it, but I'm not looking for one. Yeah, this all seems fine. Do I want to attack? I don't think I do. I'm just gonna no attacks it. Kill Garrick. This is actually like pretty good. I think I actually will draw that. I still don't really want the Evolving Wilds. This is kind of insane. I mean, I get to do a lot with that. Just like kill their whole board, and then that'll be the game. So here I think it's okay to just get this 1/1 out of the way. Opponent will have no board after next turn. Oh man, Shark Typhoon? Well, that changes things. Still think this is a fine attack. I'm going to see what opponent does, but I'm probably going to Shark. Okay, Heartless Act there is somewhat annoying. I can't really stop it, so that's fine. I can make a very large Shark here, though. Oh man, they drew the Brazen. So they're trying to force lethal here. They won't have blocks next turn because I can dispute this when they go to play it. They think they found lethal here. I think they snuck it through. As it just so happens, they did not. So this is 4/6. Yep, we got him. Shark coming up clutch. So still don't really want confounding. Shatter on the draw actually is somewhat appealing. I could get behind that. It did feel like they had a lot of counter magic and kill spells and planeswalkers. I think the negates are probably pretty good. What's not good? Skyclave actually was good, even though it looked a little awkward. I thought it was pretty good. I kind of want to just cut the Balageds, but they were like okay. The Elspeth's Nightmare really makes me want to cut the Balageds. I think we didn't see very much blue. I think I'm just going to go down and Dispute. Opponent's going to be all over Dispute this game, just like playing around it left and right because we just showed him so many copies last game. They do have blue cards, but they had a lot of black and green. Ugh. I think I would keep this if it had one more land, but wow. I mean, I guess this is a keep. Very awkward hand. But Omnath's a really hard card to beat, and this deck wasn't particularly fast. It had some things I could do that were pretty good. I'm going to lead on Raugrin. Really hoping to draw a land so I can use this one on 4 and just get one of these in play immediately. See what happens. Alright, not looking so hot for the immediately drawing a land thing. We still have hope, though. Untap land next turn would be amazing. Untap land. Untap land. Right here. I can feel it. Okay, that plays. I'll pay 3 life for that. I mean, I can't cast my Neutralize, so definitely running this out. I do think it's probably going to get killed, but opponent can't kill it this turn, so probably going to kill it next turn. But if they have to use their turn 4 to kill my champion, that's great. And if they don't kill it, then I get to untap with the champion, and that's also great. Alright, this card killing it is quite annoying, I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie even a little about that. Well, this is why we put Omnath in the deck, because he's kind of busted. I do want blue here. I've got a double blue spell in hand. I actually don't think it's crazy to just get Calyx in play and start plussing. It does get out of Questing Beast range. I don't think that's crazy. I think I can wait, though. I think I'd rather get Omnath, like, the Omnath chain going. You kind of have to deal with this card. It really stinks if they have a Dispute here. Maybe that... they have a Dispute. Maybe that was something I was supposed to play around. That is big punish. Ugh. I didn't see a Dispute from them last game. I didn't think they would have that many, because they also had Duress. So yeah, big punish there. Really hoping they take one of my counter spells. These are really awkward and not very good in this hand. Alright, they took Calyx and played a Questing Beast. Fair enough. Alright. Fetch land here would be insane off the top. Okay, not a fetch land, but I'll take 4 life. Undo that Questing Beast damage, if you will. I guess maybe I was supposed to play Calyx. I don't know. No chance I'm blocking. Just no world where that's right. Every land gives me the 4 life immediately back. It's just like almost comical how these two cards match up. And this card's pushed. I mean, they almost have to kill it. There's a chance I should have traded. Oh, they didn't. Interesting. Okay. Take my 4 life back. Question is, am I interested in putting Yorion into my hand? I think I am. I think that's fine. Alright, they're brazening it. I think this is going to get countered, but, I mean, here we are. I don't mind if my Omnath gets bounced. And if they kill it, I mean, they're spending resources on it, which is fine. This can still trade here at some point. Okay. I mean, fine. Would love to draw an untapped land next turn. I think I can just easily win the game if I draw a land here. Oh, that's awkward. It's very much not the thing I was looking for. I do think I'm supposed to try to sneak it in. This is awkward, though. Now the question is, do I cycle neutralize? I think I am supposed to cycle neutralize just to try to hit the land. Okay. That plays. I will make a 2/2. It can't block this yet. I am going to 9, which is awkward. But next turn I can run the Omen, shoot Questing Beast, play Yorion, blink Omen, shoot Questing Beast. Ugh. Garrick's kind of annoying. Alright, so really hoping that they don't have... Ooh, Skycliff's pretty good. Still think this is going to be a slightly better line. If they have another dispute here, it just kind of loses. Maybe I should take that into account. Is it better to wait? Skycliff can at least get blinked. Nah, it's just too awkward. I need to make this play, I think. Yeah, this gets... I think I lose the game. I in fact just do lose the game if they have a dispute. But if they don't have dispute, I'm in a pretty good spot. Ugh. Well... That's not good. Not gonna lie, that's not good. But I haven't immediately lost the game, at least. I have a chump block I can make, which I don't love. If they have a kill spell, though, I am dead. Okay, they probably can get a kill spell with Fae of Wishes, I would imagine. That doesn't do it, though. Okay. I mean, I'm not in a good spot, but I'm still playing. There is that. An opponent's mostly out of resources. Oh, Death Touch. Hello. Yep. Okay. Forgot about the Death Touch trample thing. Yeah, that's not still playing. Never mind. All right, that was rough. Rough start there. It's all right. That's not really the matchup we're gunning for. Something we just played. Also still trying to figure this out. It does feel like the mana's kind of awkward. Maybe we need some more pathways. I could be convinced that this deck should have a few more pathways in it. I don't know. It's not really the type of deck I'm like trying to optimize for. All right, now this is a hand. Let's keep this. The question is what I want to lead on. I have triple white. I'm kind of giving up playing that early. The Skyclays have been very awkward. I do wonder if maybe these should be in the board. The double white early is so difficult. Alright, well. Gonna confounding. Yoink. Give me that. Raugrin generally means an Omnath deck. They don't like seeing this card. Not that they can't beat it. They certainly can beat it. But it's not like... it's not like they're like, oh, my opponent played a confounding conundrum. This is excellent. You know what I mean? Like, it does do something while still not being amazing. Looks like opponent doesn't like their spot very much. Alright, they've just decided to chill. I'm just going to pass here with Omen. No reason to cast it in open mana. I imagine they'll make a play here, and if they don't, I'd still rather cast it on their turn. Okay. That resolves. Awkward, I still don't have double white, although I can fetch up planes with this if I need to. Well, that's a shame. Dryad's not very good against this card, as it turns out. Kind of the idea behind this deck was you got to play 4 of these in the main. I really don't feel like this card's doing very much, honestly. Kind of think it's like pretty okay to just put Yorion in my hand and play a Triome this turn. I think I'm going to do that. I don't really want to get another planes here when I have this. I mean, my mana's going to be good no matter what. I got a bunch of Triomes, but... They has Omnath, okay. Well, they had to play their land already, so... They can play another land, but... Unless it's exactly Fabled Passage, then it doesn't trigger this. And when they do, they have to bounce. I mean, I'm going to jam the Skyclave here. The question is, what's the other thing I want to play? I do think it's still a Triome. Let's get Omnath out of here. Do still think it's a Triome. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Triome. Kind of playing like a weird enchantment prison deck. This is actually kind of sweet. I'm actually kind of loving this, not going to lie. They have the Rabook. I mean, that's fine. Doesn't actually bother me all that much. Opponent says they're in for 2, sure. This confounding conundrum has done some pretty real work, honestly. Oh my. Felidar Retreat is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this seems excellent. I do still think... Nah, I'm just going to play the Triome. Just going to keep getting my lands in play. Not a huge rush. We'll make it 2-2. Opponent can put me to 10 next turn, but then things start to get real bad for them. Now, they are building up towards a Genesis Ultimatum. Uncle Kenny. Alright. I see you, Kenny. So is it worth it to chump here? I'm taking 11 going to 5. I guess I can kill the Dryad if I block and then use Omen. Do I have enough mana to kill both of these next turn? I do. Alright, I guess 9 is slightly better, sure. Block here. The beauty of this, too, is that they now they won't really be able to cast an ultimatum next turn. I guess they maybe can. Oh my. So, kill both things or cast... No, I gotta kill both things. That just seems so much better. Question is, what am I short on? I've got 5 blue sources, 3 white, 3 green, and a bunch of red. More red than I need. Green seems fine. Yes, and this can go 6 apiece, right? Yeah. Alright, so Genesis Ultimatum could be kind of scary here, and they could cast it, although it's really awkward with this. I don't think I'm out of the woods, but I like my spot. Okay, they have their own Felidar Retreat. That's also not insane against Confounding Conundrum. It's okay. And a Thundering Rebuke for my 2/2. You got it. Oh, Shark Typhoon? Hello, Typhoon. So I do think I'm supposed to do it like this. Yep, submit. Pick another 2/2. Yeah, still gonna no attacks it. Let all of this come back. I actually want to force them to do a +1/+1 counter instead of another 2/2 because that's a slightly better decision for me at this point. They will obviously save their guy, but it's still better for me than them making an extra body. Very slightly, but it is. So I still have a ton of everything. I guess white is slightly better now. I don't know. Let's +1/+1 counter. Oh, another Confounding Conundrum. All right. They got a Jenny. How bad is this for me? It's probably not going to be great. I'm going to be honest. But it does feel like it's something I can maybe recover from. Oh my. I do not like what happened there. Don't like that at all. It's a lot of things. So many guys. They have to return a lot of things, which is good. I guess they all cycle. That's kind of awkward. It does kind of feel like that was their big shot, though. So if I can recover from this, I should be good. I still don't think this is like a bad spot. I don't think it's great, but I think I can come back from this. It's only 4 4/4s. It's not that many. Oh my gosh, they have escape too. Well, none of these are actually very good hits. I guess Evolving Wilds is like fine. Oh my gosh, 2 Felidar Retreats is so much power. I'm gonna need something big and quick. Jeez, man. Can we stop with this yet? Holy cow. Well, they have managed to mostly cripple themselves, mana-wise. Their hand is all lands, but... They have another retreat. Perfect. So what do I want to do here? Probably fetching blue, even though I have a ton of blue. I want to do +1/+1 counter on each creature I control and put it on the stack. Alright, that was not quite what I wanted, but here we are. I wanted to cycle Shark Typhoon with that on the stack. Make my Shark one bigger. Still think this is the best block. I think I'm in a lot of trouble. I do think this is the best block. Okay, ECD doesn't do very much to save me here. No, Siri, I said ECD. Does Citizen Champion do anything to save me? Not really. I'm going to cast it, though. A little late on these. Okay, another champion. Where does that get me? Leaves me like way dead on board. Yeah, alright. Way dead on board. Shame. Shame, shame. Okay, so I don't think Draneth is quite good enough against them. I do like negates, though. And I think the Sharks are pretty bad. Calyx also doesn't seem great. He's like, okay. I'm also going to I'll leave one Calyx and cut an ECD, or 2 ECDs. ECD's like fine. It's like not special. It's fine. I don't hate having some ECDs, but it's like, yeah. Okay. You get to watch as Confounding Conundrum doesn't beat a ramp deck yet again. Front row seats to the exhibition, even. Okay, can't cast the Skyclave next turn, but that's still not a... Ooh, I could have cast it, actually. Still think I want Yorion in the hand. I mean, the main thing was I let them resolve the crazy Genesis ultimatum, right? It was like everything else I was doing was good up until that one point where they resolved Genesis ultimatum, and then that was awful for me. But until that point, it was fine. Ooh, if they have a negate, this is really bad for me. Ugh, come on. And they has Omnath. This card is truly heinous. I have to get a plains here, sadly. Do need to answer Omnath. Yeah, that negate was brutal. I thought I was in a pretty good spot to get ahead there, and then obviously we didn't. But our own negate there is pretty good. do you think I'm supposed to just Evolving Wilds? You know what? I think it's probably better to just Yorion. I'm just going to blink the Conundrum. Get a little value. I still have a Dispute. It does mean they can resolve Escape to the Wilds, which is bad, but it kind of just is what it is. It's going to fetch for an island. That's actually a little awkward. Didn't want to show off that I have a Dispute by getting island now. Yep. They get to resolve Escape, which is awkward, but again, beatable. Like, the extra land just isn't a thing on the front side of the card right now, so they get to play one land and that's it. I guess they can put this in play and like bounce one of these if they want and then have a mana. They probably want to leave up Dispute. I mean, that does make sense. But we're not winning on board with 2 counterspells in hand, which is kind of exactly where you want to be. And they do have a Dispute next turn, but that's fine. I can pay for it, so not too scared of it. They do cast an Uncle Kenny. I will counter that. And if they Dispute, I'll pay. And if they Dispute again, I'll Dispute back. Does feel like they have another Dispute based on how they're playing this. Alright. We are officially out of stuff. Flooded a little bit. Question is, I think I'm supposed to Evolving Wilds. So they can resolve a Genesis Ultimatum here. They don't know that, though, necessarily. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's start by fetching. I think I'm supposed to get green. I then want to Omen, shoot this, and crack Omen, so I can try and find something good for next turn. Just negate it. Okay. Interesting. We did not find the good thing there. That's pretty annoying. Alright. Gotta pray. Oh no. Oh, we're losing to the Escape to the Wilds. Opponent getting a turn where they just have 5 extra resources. Probably going to be too much. That said, they do have to answer the Yorion or put a flyer in play, and it's not clear that they can do those things. Or they could just gain 50 life. Whatever, you know, it's all fine. Not a big deal either way. So you can tell I'm very much enjoying this format. Are you just going to cast a second Genesis? Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. At least this Omnath already triggered, so they can't find any more triggers there. My opponent used a Wilt on a Confounding Conundrum, and they're still up 7 cards on me. And, like, a bunch of things in play. But again, kind of clawing back. Oh my god, it just never stops. I swear to God, it just... It feels like they just don't have like this many land drops rule when you play against this deck. Like, alright, I can just play 30 more land drops. My opponent ran out of basics. They went from contained to playing all of the basics. Sweet. I am now dead on board. And they get to gain 4 more life on my turn, because why not? And also put power in play. Perfect. Alright, please draw something that does something. Oh my god, if I save the pass... Or no, it still doesn't matter, because I just have this, right? Alright. Well, good to know that even if I had made good plays, I still would have lost. Always good to know that. Is there a world where I can stay alive? No, I'm just jumping with my entire board. Okay. I mean, we're just never coming back from this. As much as, like, I want to keep trying, we just aren't going to come back from that. Opponent's just going to have a sick turn next turn. And Confounding Conundrum still completely fails to do anything against the deck it's literally built to be against. Like, it was designed to try to keep those cards in check, and it's just comical how much it doesn't work. Just saying. Really, I shouldn't be playing this card, but I do think it's like, you know, worth trying it out just to see, is it close? Is it fine? I don't know. All right. We haven't really got to see Calyx play out very much, so kind of interested to see how he fares in this matchup. Opponent's on a mole. Go, Triome. Mono black, maybe? Not that many decks start on swamp like that. I do still think I'm supposed to just play this tapped. It's going to be a year before that ever is relevant. Rogues. So at least the dispute looks like it could be good. Not at all crazy that they... Oh, Maddening Cacophony? So this is just like a straight mill. Oh, baby, we got the tech against mill. We're playing 80 cards. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Get this in play. We'll counter whatever they play this turn. Jam Calyx, start plussing. Maybe Calyx is the key. We haven't drawn Calyx very much. Maybe he's just the secret to all the sauce, if you will. I will cycle this. I don't think I really need another land at the moment. Had one anyway. Guess I should play this if I'm going to keep... I think I should keep passing here. Would like to use my counter spells. Frantic Inventory, that I don't care about. It's fine. It seems pretty low risk to wait one more turn on Calyx because then I can cast him with Dispute up, obviously. Seems fine. Ooh. Alright, that was probably going to get green. I guess now it gets white. Do they have like a negate? Negate's the... No, I still stop... Oh, drawn to the lock. Sure, I'll counter that. They have a second drown? That would be kind of rough. Oh, they didn't. Nice. Let's hit. Yes, retreat. Baby. Oh, baby. Love to see it. You do in fact love... Oh, Teferi's Tutelage. That's a yikes. Calyx can exile that, though. Fun fact. Exile target creature or enchantment you don't control. I do think Calyx is probably going to get attacked by this, but it's fine. Milling out the 80 card deck, going to be tough, as it turns out. Alright. Let's go this route. Get this in play. Evolving Wilds. 2/2. Fetch before I get milled too far. 2/2. Plus Calyx. Confounding Conundrum, sure. I still got 53 cards chilling here. This card's been not bad. Okay, that's kind of terrifying, actually. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot. That's a lot of heat coming my way here. Oh no. Only 45 cards left. Oh, a Ruin Crab too? Yikes. Big yikes. Ooh, I like that though. Do like that. So I get 2/2. Fetch. I'm gonna Vigi them. I guess I need more blue because I have 2 neutralizes in hand. Go for the bash. Got the beatdowns. They're happening. Alright, let's plus. I could get rid of the tutelage, but I'm not that scared yet. Ooh, Omen's a great one. Alright, we'll pass. Oh my, another Crabman? That's a little terrifying, not gonna lie. We'll be okay, but definitely a little terrifying. Alright, I am gonna counter that one. That one scares me. I am down to 33. But I can get rid of the tutelage. They've mostly gassed out here. Okay. Still don't really need another red source. I'm just going to play this as white this turn. Oh, no. I guess I don't need to play it as white, whatever. Sure, I can play this one as red. Calyx looking kind of good. Take it, Seaman. The Destiny's Hand, if you will. Alright, so opponent has some crabs and a dream. It's a weird place to be if you're the opponent, but it's what they got. I got 31, that's fine. Oh, wait, they kicked it? Oh, I should have not let that happen. I missed that they kicked it. Oh no, down to 3 cards. Essentially. Okay. Okay. I should have 100% counted the Maddening Cacophony. That was really poor. Oh no, now this actually works against me? Come on, Confounding Conundrum! Do something right ever! Worthless card! unbelievable how bad this card is. What's in my library? Shatter Skull Smashing. So... if I cycle Neutralize, I kind of have a shot. Right? It's not a good one, but it is kind of a shot. If I hit the Smashing... I need him to whiff. Okay, we hit the Smashing. I don't really know that this saves me, but we've given ourselves a shot. Really wish I'd used the Neutralize last turn. We did not. Okay. So 11. I'm still not going to be able to do it. I know I'm drawing Omnath. I can't even play Omnath or I die. I do 7. It's like so close, but I just threw. God, why didn't I just counter the Cacophony? I thought it was just for 8. I thought that was fine, but the kick, I just blanked on it. It's just so bad. We're alright, though. We're alright. Not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We're alright. It's going to be okay. I don't think this hits anything. I guess it hits tutelage. Still not super excited about it. Typhoon seems like okay. Omen, I think, is actually just atrocious the more I look at it. Maybe a couple of these is better. Is Draneth better? Probably not. Actually, Bone Crusher's... I guess Bone Crusher's better than these. It just beats, which is all I'm in the market for something that attacks. Alright, Balagad against the Mill deck seems quite good. NGL. This hand is mega awkward. I don't even know what colors I'm supposed to get. Tempted to get red? This has to be green, right? This is green. Okay, probably wasn't supposed to be green. It's fine, though. This one's probably blue. Really wish I'd sequenced that differently now, having looked at my hand some amount. I guess I'll fetch. There's some chance that they would mill all of them, so... a very small chance, but why take the risk? I don't need to. Palaka Predation. Goodbye, Omnath. Sorry, bud. Well. I think I'm just supposed to run this. And probably play this. I don't love it, but here we are. Man, it looks great, this game. It's been very, very strong. Okay, that helps a lot, actually. That solves many issues this hand was having. I am going to cycle one of these. I think it's just kind of important. Confounding conundrum. You've never looked so bad. Just always there right when nobody wants you. You love to see it. I think Yorion's like roughly in the range of 1,000% to get countered, but also I'm going to run it out. I don't know, maybe less than 1,000%. Maybe like 999%, something like that. But opponent doesn't really have that much going for him, and I still have a lot of cards left in my library, so that's good for me. Red. Let's cycle. Oh, this card. Just looking horrible at all times. All right. Can I run that? I don't know. I think I'm going to play this. We just need a clock. Go, Mr. Apparition. Do your thing. This isn't actually terrible. It's a fine one. I'm going to get some scry value here, I think, because opponent doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright, don't want those. Drawn and lock my apparition. Sure. At some point I'll get to resolve this Amaria's Call. It'll be glorious. Agademe? What? It's an interesting one to play. Oh, that one's actually good. I'll run that. I mean, I'm going to fire this off. That's going to happen. Okay. Give me 2/2. That's many cards. Many cards. But I still mostly like where I'm at. Okay, does this even hit anything? I don't know. Please? Yes, it did hit something. I'm gonna get an island. 2/2. Let the bashing commence. No. Too many. I will sack the scry too. Yeah, I don't. I think Omen's a fine draw. I don't really want the other one. Oh, this I like. Yes, this I like. What's even left in my deck? Alright, the other Amaria is gone, so just gonna keep making power here. So I got an answer to some of the things I can draw. Another Maddening Cacophony would be good, but not the end of the world by any means for me. Just start putting power and bashing. So they got to answer this board or mill me out this turn. Alright. We won a game! Sweet victory! It's wonderful. What a win. What a dub that was. Just absolutely wonderful. Won a game. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, for the match. Let's get him. Okay. Still just absolutely horribly disappointed in this card. I really thought when this got spoiled, I was like, hey, you know what? That's going to do something. It's going to be powerful in some places. And then, I don't know. You play against it and it just was never good at any point ever. So frustrating. Ooh, Bone Crusher was a great draw there, though. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day, every day. I even get to run the play a forest and pass, and I can omen or crush this thing. Definitely want to crush it. I don't think the... Alright, let's snap off the crush. Smash. If opponents using their cards on mill 2s, that is fine by me. Glasspool Mimic. Okay, you got it. I'll mill 4. I have 80 cards. Bone Man. Do your block thing. I would like to draw a white source. That would be nice. Just gonna run this guy out. Seagate Stormcaller? What? Okay, that's kind of sweet, I guess. I will block. Alright. Oh, Calyx is pretty good. I guess I had the white source the whole time. Yeah, sure. I'll Skyclive. Get this Thieves Guild out of here. I still have 61 cards. This is actually just a fine trade, too. Leaves them with a 1/1. Not something I'm particularly scared of. Oh no, a Ruin Crab, too? Oh my, so many mills. Chill on the mills. Interesting. Very interesting. I do think I'm supposed to conundrum here. I want an enchantment in play next turn for Calyx. Ooh, now, is there anything here I actually really want? Yeah, the Skyclave actually seems good here. Get rid of this crab before it gets to become too big of a problem, and then I can also block the 1/1. Okay, these are dispute. That's fine. I still have Calyx to answer. Oh man, now they're getting kind of aggro. But the mill is mostly off the table at this point. I mean, the crab is still doing stuff. I need to not die to damage now, which, I mean, I mostly can do. I can just get Calyx in play, exile this. I will lose it, but that's fine. $45 cards. Oh, Bone Crusher's just way better, even. Alright. I accept. Stomp there. I think I still put Yorion in hand because I can't quite cast Stomp or Bone Crusher, and I'll play this. Down to 6, but honestly, like, the library's still not very concerning. They're shocking. Oh my god, did they draw Maddening Cacophony? It's like, this is the one turn. Don't draw it here. Alright. Now my library's a bit of a concern. All that said, I can answer all of this. I still think I'm in a good spot, but ugh. Oh, did I should have fetched. That was so stupid. I wanted a mountain. It's probably way gone. Yep, no mountains for me. Alright. We're alright. We're alright. You're alright. Okay. Good spot now. We can sit behind a wall of counter magic. We have 18 cards. We have a clock. They've got another crab. Don't love it. You don't love to see it. But we're okay. Everything's okay. Oh man, Omnath is pretty good. Yeah, I like Omnath. Guess I do take a conundrum. We're bashing. So 14 cards. Feels like we got most stuff covered. Tutelage? Nope. Not today. Does that do anything for us? I don't think so. Let's see what this draws. Alright, let's plus. Oh my god, so many things. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely supposed to attack. Let's see what they do with their blocks. I imagine we have some blocks here. I think they're going to keep the crab. That's fine. I think I have maybe one more land left. Yeah. Thing is they're dead on board, so land doesn't save them. I have a counterspell for anything they could play. Got him! Calyx actually looked pretty good there! Seemed pretty good! Oh, baby. Getting out of the bottom of platinum. Alright, we're going to play one more. We're going to play one more. I'm kind of enjoying this deck, even though I think it's terrible. Alright, last match. It says no white mana, but I still think the hand's actually kind of good. These cards look wildly uncastable. Maybe you should reconsider its inclusion. I don't know. Temple of Epiphany, so maybe that Grixis deck? I don't really even know what that is. What that's for? Okay. Dispute plays. It's the Temple of Epiphany. It's probably pretty good. It's Omen. I do like Omnath. Yeah, it seems good. Had to make sure I got that white mana, but it seems good. So it is Grixis. Alright, Maze Mind's Tome's good card. Still gonna put that one in. Calyx looks kind of sick here. Alright, so it feels like opponent's setting up to try and get something going. Maze Mind's Tome feels very good. But I'm going to end of turn Typhoon them. And see if I can get a full, like, little overwhelm their resources situation here. Bone Crush me? What? They just missed their land? Wild. Oh my god, that was like the best thing that could ever happen for us. How do you miss your land there? I guess this is the Grixis deck that has just the worst mana in the history of existence. It is just never going to be able to cast its spells, obviously. So white is actually good there. Question is, do I want Omnath or Calyx? Calyx has to be harder to answer, right? Let's jam Calyx. Alright, that just resolved. I accept. Ooh, a confounding conundrum. Heartless Act my Shirk. Alright. It's fine. I'm gonna conundrum. So they probably don't have very many good answers to this card. Card's very good against them. Just a value engine that's just going to keep on rolling. Alright, we whiffed. Never mind. Got a little ahead of ourselves there, I guess. Alright, enough of this Maze Mind's Tome nonsense. Over that. Dispute. I'll dispute back. Works out because they don't even get to draw the extra card. Unless they have a second dispute, which they could have. I mean, they've been, yeah. Say, it's not crazy they'd have a second dispute because they've been, like, really missing land, so they have to have spells. But Calyx is about to start doing stuff. I don't even... What does his ult even do? Return all enchantment cards from my graveyard to the battlefield so I can get back a Typhoon. Okay. That's really the ult? He doesn't... Alright. Well. I don't know. So it's supposed to be a mythic. Like a chase... It's like a chase mythic from Theros. You give us this, and then this... I just... Okay. Yep. Opponent's over there like, do I even care? Like, really? Like, does this card do anything at all? Am I supposed to care? I don't know. They are thinking it through, though. All right. Nice little Omen of the Hunt action there. I'll take that. Alright, that's fine. I was gonna say, it seems pretty obvious you're supposed to just crack this and then my thing just doesn't hit anything, but, you know, I mean, that's fine too. You do you, mean. Opponent's over there reading. Like, he gets back a Typhoon, that's it. I mean, a Typhoon in play against Grixis would be pretty good. If we're being honest. I imagine they, like, kind of have to bounce this. I don't know if they can actually beat a Typhoon. Sure. Exile a card. Have the Skyclave Apparition that doesn't do anything in this matchup. And I'm just going to kill Ashok now. These. Now we get a nice turn next turn. Oh boy. Oh, we actually needed to draw the land, but we did, so no worries. Whew. Feels pretty sweet. Another Omen? Dece. Dece. That turn where we resolve Yorion is going to be so ridiculous. It's going to draw like 10 cards. Just hardcast and Calyx. Okay. Let's see if we can get anything else. An ECD. Ooh, that's not bad either. Take that. Man, I am absolutely destroying this Grixis deck. This is nice. They have 6 lands in play. We have 11, and it's just because they've missed 5 land drop. I guess no, we ramped a little bit. We did ramp a touch. I guess blue's still better than white. No, wait, I was probably supposed to get a white there. I don't know that it actually matters, but I probably was. Another ECD. Perfect. Alright, so I get to jam Yorion here, and if my opponent wants to counter it, it's coming back off of this trigger. They did want to counter it. Okay. Fair enough. All their spells cost 2 more this turn. Yeah, this is a tough spot if you're a Grixis player. Get back Yorion. Yeah, yep, Yorion, yep. Oh, come back! What? Come back! Rude. Didn't even want to play. Alright, that's fine. Bone Crusher's still probably fine. Just a threat. Just random threat. Oh my god, this card's so bad. It's so bad. I'm off of it. I'm just off of it. I should probably cut the Omens. The one that draws a card is probably better than the Omen, but like... Ugh. I think this hand's fine. I don't think it's great, but it's one land away from being quite good, and I do have some counter magic, which is good. I think this hand's good. Okay, that plays. Actually not sure what I'm going to do in terms of playing this or this next turn. I guess it depends on how they play. Alright, I think I'm going to play the Ketria. Am I getting dressed? What's happening here? Nope. Alright. I'm just going to play this in pass now. I'd love to get this Omen of the Hunt in play. If they tap, I think I'm just going to respond in Omen. Yeah, I just want to get this in play. I want that land. Need the colors too. Ooh, Felidar Retreat's pretty good. Definitely playing the land. Question is, do I want to put Yorion in my hand? I think I do. I think I just jam Yorion. I can still negate if I need to. Cruxa. Okay. So a blue source here would be insane. Or not a blue source, just any land would be insane. Land. You'll love to see it. I mean, I just need to jam. This is going to get countered for sure. I'm just going to jam into it. I have to play through these things, and I get to draw a card. That's horrible. Okay. That one's fine. I'm still just going to run Yorion. It's not great here. This is going to get countered, but maybe I can sneak through a retreat next turn. Yup. I do not think I'm coming back from that. I'm just going to pack this in. That one's going to be too much. My hand's bad. I'm losing on board with a bunch of counter magic. I guess this would have been better than these. These did not look particularly good, if we're being honest with ourselves. I think Bone Crusher's probably just a better way to do that. I should probably just have some Skyclaves in over all of them just to hit the tome, but I don't know. It's so hard to cast on 3 that it doesn't seem like it's a realistic way to do that. And if that's the case, I maybe shouldn't even be playing them. I don't know. Alright, this is a hand that kind of does stuff. I'll keep. Question is, do I want the threat or the 2 disputes? I definitely am keeping all 3 lands. I'm going to keep the 2 disputes in the Omnath. Well, I'm very happy with that decision. I guess I'm playing this. What are we getting? Probably blue? I just have 2 disputes. I already have white. Really hoping to draw a land there and not a 5-drop, but here we are. I guess there's a chance I was supposed to put Yorion in my hand. I don't think that's right, though. Okay, hitting a land there is just excellent, though, especially one that lets me cast Omnath. Still need one more land, but I mostly like where we're at. Alright, I'm going to snap off countering this. It's actually probably bad to countering it, but it could trick them into thinking that they... Okay, no. Land. 5-drop. Why 5-drop? Alright. No, I'm just going to run it. This is going to get countered for sure, but maybe they only have dispute. Nope, okay. I have answers to Ashiok now, so I'm less concerned, although it does still look like I'm going to get bodied by it because I tapped out. Maybe. Fetch land, one-time dealer. That's it, one time. Unreal. Alright, fetch land, come on. Great. So if I can untap with it, I'll be in a good spot. The odds of that happening don't seem good, but I have a shot. Yo, chill. Chill. Chill out with killing the Omnath. You can wait. Bring back Cruxa. That's fine. Chill. Ugh. White source. Deck. 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 Had to be like that, huh? Just let me down like that. I don't think I'm in a terrible spot. I don't think I'm in a good spot, but I don't think I'm in a terrible one. If these don't mill anything crazy and the Ashiok gets to like go nuts, I think I have a good shot. It milled a Mario's call. Two of Mario's calls. Alright, I get to make... okay. It's probably pretty bad for me. Yeah. Yep. I have no idea how I come back from this. Opponent gets to cast 2 Amaria's calls. Honestly, like, I don't even have that many things in my deck that were like crazy hits. A lot of like random enchantments. Hitting both of those white lands is kind of insane in a mill 4. And a Maze Mind's Tome. For good measure. Well, a little late on all of that. Guess I'll take it. I can't... Oh, confounding conundrum right when you need them. Alright, I'm dead on board. These don't kill anything. I've got a counter spell. I can put this in my hand and not cast it. Yep. 16 power and token makers. Great. Good, good, good. Alright. Well, that's enough of that. We lost everything. We did beat Mill with our 80-card deck, so go us. Tough. It's a tough league. So what do we learn from that? Well, I think there's a chance that that type of deck could be good if Confounding Conundrum actually worked, which, as you saw in round 2, it didn't. It didn't work at all. I want it to work, it didn't, so it's a shame. The other thing we saw there come up, rear its head in kind of game 3 or round 4, I guess, against Grixis is, and I guess just you kind of saw it in all the matches, is we have an 80-card deck. We're playing a Yorion deck, and Yorion's really powerful, but 80 cards does introduce more variance into your draws, and you saw it there. I'm playing 36 lands with 4 Omens, which is essentially half of my deck is mana sources. So I have a ton of mana sources, but you are prone to flutter screw more as you increase the size of your deck. It just happens. And that is, I mean, we saw it. I kind of screwed a little bit in the game, stumbled a turn where if I could have just resolved one of my threats, I would have been in a good spot. I had on board with counter spells behind it. Instead, I'm having mana issues, and, you know, on top of that, too, it's it's a 4-color deck, so, you know, we had color issues a bunch of times. Maybe the colors were too intensive. The Bant mana is not good. You really need a Bant Triumph if you're going to be doing something like this. And yeah, it's just a little too awkward, a little too much. Too much variance. It felt like there was some interesting things happening. Calyx was kind of powerful, although I will say his ultimate's kind of laughable, which isn't great on a Planeswalker like that. I don't know, it just... The plus was good, everything else kind of felt meh. Like, I don't know, why was his -3 so toned down? Like, couldn't it have just been O-Ring? We really couldn't have had it just be O-Ring? Like, you even have to work to enable it? It couldn't have just been O-Ring? I don't know. Kind of a shame, kind of sad I crafted him, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Cool deck, cool idea, worth trying for sure. It just doesn't feel... Like, it just feels like there's much better ways to play Omnath, and we should probably be taking them. Yeah, but that's all I got for everybody today. Remember, if you like the content we're making here, subscribing to the channel really helps us. Leaving comments really helps us. Liking the videos really helps us. We'd appreciate it if you would do that. And yeah, that's all I got for you today. So tune in tomorrow as I start digging into more modern, because I'm getting kind of sick of playing Omnath. I'm not going to lie to you. Although, I'm guessing I might see him in other formats too. So we'll see what happens. But until then, talk to you guys later.